Today we have the Persians, Britons, Aztecs versus the Celts, or Celts, Japanese, and Goths. So this is a Nomad map. I am the Britons, so I'm starting to scout around over here. I didn't realize, but the Celts are attacking me. They found one of my villagers. I was going to the town center. Oh no, this is not good. Who's gonna win? So I was planning to build a town center here because, as you can see, there's a lot of gold, a lot of wood, and there's actually food up here. Oh man, that was rough. But instead I put one down here. Once I lost that first villager, I was like, alright, I have to put a town center down. So I put one down here. I didn't see much food. I did see swordfish, and I did see gold, and I saw some wood. So I was like, you know what? Better than ever. My ally Revork, who is the Aztecs, is up here. He has plenty of food, plenty of wood, and he has a little bit of gold over here, so that's good. It's actually a pretty decent starting location. Looks like we all have our town centers down. Japanese, man, Japanese is starting off strong. That is a concern. Teal, the Goths, they already have their town center too. They have a lot of food, a lot of wood. Some go a little bit far away, but still relatively close, so that's good. A lot of sheep here. Wow, look at that. Look at all these sheep. A school of sheep. So as you can see, I like to send my little sheep to explore. Because that's what it looks like. Essentially, putting 100 food at risk, but this pays, for me, it pays dividends. Because look, I found that gold right there. I was able to explore a little bit here. So I always send at least one. Well, I'll only do one sheep, and I'll send it to explore a little bit, because it helps me out a lot. Nice, he's building a wall with his houses, which is what you always want to do. He has not discovered the sheep there yet. This would be perfect for a little mill here. Get the sheep, get the boar. 3 boar, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheep. Persians have a huge fleet out. Wow, that's crazy. He must have gone heavy into wood. Yep, I guess that's why I put a town center right there. And I don't think anyone else is. I don't think our enemies are fishing at all. Again, so that's good. It looks like most people are using their houses as a wall. That's kind of what you want to do in the beginning. It's not going to, you know, completely prevent a rush, but at least you can kind of channel those troops in to a more defensible position. Because he just needs to close that up and then, boom. My little sheep that's exploring. Oh no. This is the risk you run when using sheep, though, to explore. And I lost it. 100 food loss. But look at everything that I got. I got all this explored, so I consider that a win. And see, that tipped me off to the farms. I was like, oh no, he's near me. This is gonna be nuts. And that's why I started building my houses on this end. Because I figured if he's going to attack me, he's probably going to come down this way. Because you have all these trees up here. I love the way the farms look. It's beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. We have our first person to the to the feudal age. That was the Celts. Followed closely by my ally, but I have to give it to the Celts. Celts went up with 102 wood, 452 food, 280 gold, 200 stone, and 25 villagers at about 16 minutes and 30 seconds. So the Celts, first thing they did was build that market. He is right next to my ally, who also just made it to the feudal age. So that's good. I'm glad that they're both, you know, neck and neck when it comes to that. So not bad. He's not building any military yet, but he did put down a blacksmith and a market. So maybe he's going to try to do a quick castle. So he might not be he might be trying to do a castle rush, because now all he needs is the food, and he's getting the gold right there. Hey, yeah. So I think that's what it's looking like. So the Goths, they are my primary concern, because, you know, they're literally anti-me, essentially, because I'm going to go heavy archers, but luckily they're not next to me. I am worried about the Celts and their siege, though, because especially their onagers can make short work of my archers. Talking about the Goths, they just made it to the Castle Age. at about 20 minutes and 30 seconds with 576 wood, 447 food, 280 gold, and 100 stone. So it looks like they're going for a Castle Age rush. So the Goths, man, they are the strong player on this side. They've queued up a ton of villagers, already building their second town center. So he knew what to do. He knew he had to get that market down, and he knew he had to get the blacksmith down. Already building 2 town centers. Look at that. He's really trying to get his economy off the ground. And that's what you want to do. Yeah, against the Goths, you just want to, you know, go either cavalry or infantry. Luckily, he's against the Aztecs, which is a nice counter to the Goths. Building his towers next to the stone, that's really smart. So once the Goths try to get that stone right there, boom, blocked right there. I like that. Oh, look at this. My ally, the Persians, he just got to Castle Age, but he's been walling up. He realizes the Japanese are right next to him. So he's going to wall up here. Nice use of forest there. And also houses right here. So it's almost a double wall right there. Another town center here would be perfect, because you can just build farms, and it'll help defend against any attacks from the Japanese. Japanese are building a tower here just to kind of harass my ally, I guess. And they're building a market. Looks like they're looking to go up the castle soon. Alright, looks like my ally has 1 troop out, the Aztecs man-at-arms. This is good. So he's already starting to crank out troops, trying to get his defense ready. Japanese looks like they're building their own little walls right here. Actually, all he has to do is build a wall here, a couple walls here, and then boom, 1 right there. He's pretty much set. He has this whole northwestern part of the map to himself. So not a bad location at all. You can plop down 1 town center here, 1 there, 1 up here. He has tons of stone. Not a lot of gold, though. But if he's smart, he can use that market and trade some of that until he can expand out. I notice the Celts are trying to build and rush me. I see that it's cavalry, so I know I'm going to have to start cranking out pikemen. He's trying to build a town center here, so I send my villagers right over there to attack him. I was like, I'm not having any of that. And this is a dicey move, because it's really going to mess up my economy, but I had to do it. That way it really slows him down. Oh, look at that. He's sending his knights right after me. Not good. Oh, no bueno. I don't know why I just didn't keep attacking these villagers. So I send my 1 archer over here. And he didn't see it. Oh, that's perfect. So I can harass him a little bit. But look at that. He has 2 knights. And I start cranking out these spearmen. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be I'm just going to be fighting. I'm going to be stuck in the feudal age the entire game. That's what I feel. And I just send a couple villagers inside my town, so just keep this area relatively defended, especially the gold miners. I have a decent amount of wood right now. I'm not too concerned. I can always build up here. But I do go after his knights. And he starts seeing my pikemen, my spearmen. I love these counters. It's like I'm playing chess. The Aztecs are attacking the Goths right here. Dicey move. He is slowing down his economy. Ooh, he was able to get a tower out too. Oh, this is good. It looks like that attack was a decoy to get this tower out. He is now pushing forward on him. It's going to be harder for him to get the gold, and especially hard to get the stone. Goths are going to build siege workshops to try to get that tower down. Will that pay off? We'll see. Again, the knights are attacking me again, but I have my spearman and I have a couple archers out, so not too worried this time. Boom, I'm able to repel that attack. Oh, look at this. The Japanese have been cranking out towers around the Persians. He says, you want to stay in? Oh, I'll keep you in. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers around the Persians. The Japanese are doing I guess a defensive attack? A tower attack? I wouldn't consider it a tower rush, but he's getting those out. Unfortunately, he doesn't have murder hold, so that's going to be rough. I do hear a battering ram somewhere. Oh, there we go. Persians were able to get a battering ram out. That's going to be tough for the Japanese. Aztecs are continuing to harass the Goths. Ooh, the Goths did get a couple of battering rams out. But the Aztecs do have their swordsmen. And the Aztecs are going to get their own siege out just to completely harass them. Looks like the Goths are going to be countering their infantry with cavalry and archers. Ooh, he got that one ram out. And he got the other ram out. His tower stays. Look at that. Man, that infantry is really good. And he's upgrading the armor and everything. So he is pushing forward. He now has 3 towers on the land of the Goths. Japanese are countering, I guess, his battering ram with scorpions. I haven't seen that in a long time. That is a good counter against siege. Look at that. The Persians are trying to get their castle up right here. This is turning into a crazy fight. Like the Japanese, they were turtling a little bit, but man, they are really pushing out now. So he does have a lot of pressure. He is facing a lot of pressure here. I'm not sure if the Japanese get a scorpion bonus. Maybe they do. I don't know. And he's going to build a navy here just to harass him. I like that. Multiple fronts. He's feeling a lot of pressure up here. Let's see if he's able to relieve some of that pressure. Goths are attacking this tower yet again. Let's see if the Aztecs can push them back. This is going to be a rough one for the Aztecs. The Goths do have decent siege now, and they have a lot of cavalry. But the Aztecs are trying to build spearmen as well. You got to keep countering. You got to keep up with those counters. Oh no, say it isn't so. This is not looking good. Don't let the tower fall. Oh no! He is able to get some of his knights up, but man, this is not looking good for the Aztecs, because man, the Goths can start pushing up really soon, so he's going to have to come up with some of his defense or come up with a really strong armor to counter that. Looks like my ally Jinzo is the first person to the Imperial Age. He got in at about 37 minutes and 40 seconds. He met up with about 2,795 wood, 195 food, 619 gold, 853 stone, and a population of 92. So I assume he's going to try to get trebuchets out to really fight the Japanese. I think that's his strategy, so we'll see if that works. Because he tried to rush me and it failed, his economy is not doing well. So he's not able to get valuable resources like right there. I cut him off from this gold pile right there. Cut him off from this gold pile here. All he has is this pretty much, and this. Oh, so he has a decent amount. Oh, I didn't notice that my allies attacked him. Oh, that's awesome. That's why I didn't see a lot of resistance. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wait, why isn't he attacking? I don't remember this at all. I guess he was going to go attack the Goths. Look at that. Look at my longbowmen. Just can't compete. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. I feel like I turned this around. He tried to rush me, and then I kept the pressure on the Celts, and now it's turning around. Looks like the Goths are going to start putting pressure on the Aztecs, but Aztecs do have an army of pikemen. That'll be good to counter his knights. He's not building a ton of siege, so that's good, because that siege can just wipe out his army right there. But there seems to be, like, tenuous ceasefire. Japanese and Persians are still fighting it out. Like I said, he's going to build those trebuchets to knock down those walls and towers. He was able to get, Japanese were able to get their own castle up. But that's going to be hard to compete against the trebuchets. Ooh, man, the Celts are trying to get their siege out. They're trying to harass my villagers. I'm not having that. I'm like, you know what? It's time to take out your siege. Look at that. He's able to take out 2 to 3 of my villagers, but the exchange is not worth it for him. All that gold he spent. Boom. Took that out. And I'm just cranking out these longbowmen. He's not building any other troops. I think he was trying to build more troops over there. Or maybe he's upgrading skirmishers. I'm not sure what his goal is. Yeah, I'm just constantly harassing him. I'm not letting him expand. I'm going to start cranking out longswordsmen here. The Goths, they're doing really well. Oh. Oh, look at that. He's going to crank out his Jaguar warriors. I like it. Goths are building their barracks, but they don't seem to be building units. So I have a few archery units. Ah, unfortunate. It is keeping them at bay. Whoa! Yellow disconnected, quote unquote. I just put too much pressure on him. He couldn't do anything. I mean, he was trying to expand out, but the writing was on the wall. I was attacking everything. So that's good. That is a huge load off my back. That's the problem with rushes. If they don't go well, you're kind of screwed, and that's what happened with the Celts right here. It looks like the Persians are going to start cranking out their war elephants. I love war elephants. And he has a bunch of trebuchets. Oh, man. This does not look good for the Japanese. And his ally just quit. So I don't know how long the Japanese are going to stay in this game. The only real threat right now, it's the Goths. So he is building knights. He resigned! He was like the strongest player. And there we go. Yeah! There we go. Everyone gave up. Once the Celts were gone, it was over. What a game. I mean, once we broke the other team, once I was able to break the Celts, everything just fell apart. They all gave up. Because the Japanese, I mean, they almost had nothing at that point. They all fell almost at the same time. The only person left was the Goths. And I think he knew he wouldn't be able to do it. Because it would be 3 versus 1 at that point. So good match. Really good match. Really pumped me up. I hadn't played in a while, so it was a good ego boost. So let's look at some of the stats. So it looks like my ally Jinzo overall did the best. I mean, he cranked out a ton of units. He got to, I think, Imperial Age first. And he just did not stop with the pressure against the Japanese. So he did a really good job there. He destroyed the most buildings, which makes sense. He had a ton of trebuchets. Oh, it looks like my ally, the Aztecs, Revort. He built the most units, so he probably had the biggest army. Yeah, so that was good. Oh, no. Yeah, no, he lost the most units. Sorry about that. Looks like I had the biggest army. I had 35 units, which was good. It was all those longbowmen. But yeah, and I'll see you in the next battle.